Getting money.
High income.
Hey, high energy equals what? What's up, Jesse?
High
What's
income.
good, man?
High income, guys. High energy equals high income. And what does low energy equal?
Broke.
Broke. Low energy equals low income. We don't want none of that, guys. All right, I'm about to bring on a super special guest. This guy locked in with us late February, only about a month ago. Man, like I'm just he got busy. He got busy. So I'm gonna pin him real quick. What's up, Jesse? How's it going, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. What about yourself, Chris? It's always good to see you, man. High energy every time.
Yes,
Love it.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So cool. Before we get into it, man, I gotta give Jesse a shout out, man. He really did get super active, and was hopping on all the calls and also getting all the value, and then also taking action and everything. But just before we get started, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you do, a little bit about yourself and all that?
Yeah. So I initially got fired from Amazon 2020, 2021. I started my trucking company. I've been operating my trucking company as a non-CDL box truck company for about 5 years, 5 to 6 years now. But basically what I do, man, I teach people how to get into the trucking industry now. Since I went through so much in the beginning of my journey, starting up my box truck company. I'm the perfect teacher for anybody that's trying to get to it. Man, I went broke in the beginning. I could tell you about that. I can tell you about just all of the systems, man, that you have to put in place as far as running a trucking company. So what I did was I took it a step further and started a freight dispatch company as well too. So a lot of people, when they think about trucking companies, they only think about the big rigs, the semi trucks, the 18 wheelers, but nobody's thinking about, hey, can I come in as a freight dispatcher, which is you could do that just with a cell phone. You don't need a CDL. You don't have to worry about the commercial insurance. You don't even have to worry about owning a truck or renting a truck. So that was something I was like, okay, my type of audience, they would love that. They would eat that up. And a lot of people are dispatching now just for me on my social media platforms, educating a lot of people about that as well too. But what I did to enhance it was I noticed a lot of people needed credit repair. So I tapped into the credit market as well too. So I was like, okay, my audience, they struggle with trying to find uh, a company to start, and they are struggling with credit because they have no money to get the funding. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's start a credit repair company. I know a couple guys that have a great methods. I talked to those guys. I bought their programs, learned about credit, took that over to my audience, and now we clean credit as well too. So that's what I do, man. I clean credit. I'm in the trucking industry. I'm doing the freight dispatching as well too. And on top of that, I coach and teach everything that I learn. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
So I guess first, I guess what made you want to start your community and kind of work with us as well?
Yeah, so basically, right, my Instagram is crazy, the DMs and everything like that. So it's kind of hard to respond back to everybody. So I saw a couple guys that was doing the community. I ran across Chris page as well too. One of the guys that I always follow is Smitty the Goat, and me and him connected as well too at Chris event. Funny story, man. I never met Smitty before in my life, but Smitty already knew who I was. So that was great. I was like, man, this is great. I'm glad I came. I appreciate that, Christian. That was some more motivation right there. But yeah, I saw you and Smitty, on your platform or whatever the case may be. Check this community out, and I'm just saying, like, man, it's so much sauce that you can give in just this, what I'm saying, this community. So I was like, man, I want to start my own community just to help people out, educate people on trucking, educate people on credit. So it's like a one-stop shop. They can come get their credit clean, they can get funding, and then they can start up their trucking companies or their dispatch companies, all within just the community. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of walk people, you have your community, but then you have like a higher tier offers. You
Right.
know, kind of walk them through. I know we talked actually when we first launched, we had our offer structure call. Okay. And
Yes.
then I know before you were kind of gearing towards more just credit repair and funding,
Yeah,
right?
I was. Yeah.
I guess like I know we talked and I was like, hey man, you got some good with trucking. I think you should focus on that. And then you locked in on that. How has that been, kind of positioning back into trucking a little bit more?
Yeah, man. So it's been great. Like Chris said, I was trying to get away from it just a little bit as far as just the teaching side of things. Of course, I still run my trucks and things of that nature. But I'm not gonna lie, Chris. Man, after that conversation and you reconstructed my offer, because at first I was doing the $5,000 platinum package, you know, and things of that nature. You kind of reconstructed that, like, nah, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. And I was like, okay, cool. Now my mentorships, how I run my mentorships is great. It's like stress free now. You know, I'm not too much locked in with people for a lifetime now, which I shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. But it's been going great, bro. On fan bases, just with like I say, just the trucking mentorships, bro. We did I don't know if y'all can see that,
Ooh,
but we
wait,
did what 33.
33?
Yeah, so we did $33,407 just for the month of March, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that was just after you really changed the name, reconstructed the mentorship program, put a new spin on it, and it went crazy, bro. Yeah.
That's
It
33.
definitely went
You
crazy.
had some more, you had some MRR and other stuff coming in too. So what are we at, like 40?
Yeah, so we close to 40. We was like at 38.5. Yeah.
Okay.
So my school brings in about $3,300 a month right now. I've been having my school community for what, I think 2.5 months, 3 months now. And I had a guy that couldn't pay through fan bases. He just wanted to Zelle me. So yeah, we was at 38.5 for the month of March. Yeah.
Hold on, you guys aren't turning up in the chat enough for me right now. You guys in his first month really locking in, guys, did almost
Yeah.
$40,000. Forty
Yeah,
thousand
man.
dollars. That's
Yeah,
huge.
it's a blessing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you turned me up, bro. Like I don't know, man. It's just like you put that spark back in me, like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? So I just been hitting the ground running, bro. I appreciate that a lot, definitely.
absolutely. I guess what would you say for anybody who's on here right now just getting started, or maybe they already have their own, community like you did or program, but it kind of feels like it's a little bit stuck and they're wanting to take it to the next level.
I would say, man, don't be scared to kind of maybe outsource, like, because the thing is, like, I know going with a niche is like the number one thing you want to do. Like, let's say you just do credit and you just want to stick with credit. And I believe that is like the right way. But sometimes, man, if you stuck, join other people communities, man, and kind of see what they, kind of see what they got going on and see what they doing, and learn that stuff. Take some more mentorships, learn that, because when you pay somebody and when you take their mentorships, now you can bring that to you can sell that now because you actually paid somebody for a mentorship to learn. You know what I mean? Vice versa, you just going in a group, taking and bringing it over there. So that's my advice. Other than that, post content, man. Instagram treats me well. TikTok treats me well. YouTube treats me well. So the more content you post, the more people gonna get to your community. What's working for me right now is doing the 7-day free trial that Levi had told me about. He say put the 7-day trial on there, see what happens. So I just got 100 members in there. I think that was in what, like a day and a half or something like that. So yeah, I mean, and that'll work too. So yeah, I mean, it's not too much. Like I said, I don't have 2,000, 3,000 people in my community yet. So, but that's just my little, sauce, for y'all.
On the way,
Yeah,
on the way. And yeah,
I'm on the way.
Jesse does really good with organic content. I mean, you do really good with organic content, bro. Like just I was looking at one of the things, it was viral. It's looking at one of your
Yeah,
posts. I was like, oh.
yeah.
I was like, so I guess give some sauce on like how you've been able to leverage social media.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have all, for those who don't know, in our community, we teach, organic content, but I also teach like ads. I don't have a huge following and I've been able to grow, but I usually grow with ads, but you've been able to grow with organic content. So kind of talk to me give me a little sauce about organic content.
yeah. So what I learned just from posting content, right? I never had a big following, y'all. When I got fired from Amazon, I probably had about maybe 5,000 followers, 6,000 followers, right? But what I learned that works is we're in a day and age where people want to know either how much you making, or they just want to see numbers. And that's what I learned. Every viral post that you see on my page, you will see numbers. Hey, I made 500,000 first year in trucking, or hey, I made 10,000 this week, or I made 5,000 this week. Like, people just want to see numbers. They just want to know that they can, okay, that's how much you're making. Okay, now I know I can get in this industry and potentially make the same. Or are you cleaning credit? Show the results. Like, oh, this is my credit client. I got XYZ deleted, bankruptcy deleted, repossession deleted, so I just learned people just like to see facts. You know what I'm saying? People like to see numbers, people like to see facts. And long as you're doing that on your organic posts, I feel like it's gonna go. Everybody want to learn about credit, trucking, I mean, real estate, so even if you're in real estate, hey, I just flipped this house and made, you know, I know like a lot of the older people, like my mom and my dad, they always say, man, you do not want to tell people how much you make and you want to keep that to yourself, but
Yeah.
if you on social media with content, people want to know what you making, and people want to know if they can, if this something that they want to get into, that's just my opinion on, I think, why my content does so well.
I would simplify that too as well. It's just like flexing. Like I feel like people are afraid to flex. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like doing that brings in people as well. Like,
Yeah.
they like, you know, hey, I have
Yeah. That is,
uh,
it is, I'm sorry, it's not even really just selling the lifestyle. I mean, that is one way to do it, but it's more so just like, just showing it, I guess it is selling the lifestyle. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Next question, I guess, like, you have a mentality of taking action, right? I see that. So like, I guess, what would you say for anybody who has, we were just talking with Robbie, the school games winner in our community. What would you say for anybody who has like analysis paralysis, or, is afraid to like, just take action on everything?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all now. I'm gonna tell y'all now. The way the world is now, you want to take action on a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, that's the only way right now, especially if you're on social media and you're really trying to get past from I was making $3,600 a month at Amazon. If you want to get past from making 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, $6,000 a month at at a 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing in business, you're gonna have to take action immediately and get a mentor. That's the only way, man, to unlock your mind, because it's really not about the money. You got to get rich in your mind first. Once you get rich in your mind, I'm telling you, that's the only difference from a successful person to a person that's working a 9 to 5 or just don't know. It's the mindset. That's it. Once you get rich in the mind, I promise you, everything else will just start coming to you, coming to you. But the only way to get that, though, you have to invest. Like, that's the only way. And I'm gonna give y'all a story. 2023, I'm sorry, was my best year. I was doing 50, 70K a month, right? I fell off, you know what I'm saying? Terribly, I fell off, you know what I mean? But the reason why I fell off is because I stopped investing in myself. The way I got on with the trucking, I invested in somebody who gave me the knowledge for trucking. But now when I'm making all this money, I never had money before. I stopped investing and stopped learning the knowledge to keep the money. I'm doing 50. Okay, now how do I get to 100? Or how do I get to 80? How do I get to 85? I didn't know because I didn't pay nobody else. I'm just spending money, spending money, spending money. So my advice, I'm doing things totally different. Chris, when I got on that car, I said, hold on, I just got to wait on this to clear. Boom, here you go. You know what I mean? So, and that was one of my best investments right now, to be honest with y'all. So just keep paying, man. Just keep investing in yourself. You have to keep investing in yourself. That's the only way. And I'm
Yeah.
not trying to sell y'all nothing at all. I'm giving y'all some real facts right now. You have to invest in yourself. That's the only way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing I've noticed with the highest level people, even like you mentioned, like people like Smitty or M500 Neo or whatever, is you ask them how much they've invested into mentorships, to programs, to agencies and partners, it's like half a million
Um,
plus. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
hey, even me, I've been putting about at least $150,000 in the last 2 years,
Come
right?
on, man.
You just gotta keep doing. Dynasty says, how did you find a mentor that you knew was for you?
That's a good question. That's a great question, actually. When I found that guy on YouTube initially to start the trucking company, he was just talking a good game. I like to do my research on him, watch all the videos on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and get him on the phone. Now, how I found Chris, I saw Smitty with him actually. That was somebody that I actually, looked up to in the funding game and the credit game and the school game. So I was like, dang, okay, boom, boom, boom. So I put two together, started following Chris, researched Chris out, watched him for like a day, and then shoot, got him on. No, I actually joined his community, booked a free call, and then from there it was history. So it's more so. I can't really tell y'all who to invest in or who to go with. You kind of just gotta, I guess, feel it in your heart, man. Most people make transactions from how they feel, so I don't know, just whatever you feel in your heart, man, you feel it's right to do, then go ahead and pull that trigger. But just know if you just keep waiting around, you're just gonna keep sitting there. Nothing gonna change for you until you start investing in somebody. You gotta take a risk. That's what I live by. My motto is risk takers. You have to take a risk.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dynasty with another question. Dynasty coming strong with the questions. So what were the biggest factors that contributed to your school community's growth? You would just say like your revenue growth in general.
Yeah. I would just say it was more so, man, just constantly posting, like I told y'all before, just that content I'm posting on Instagram. And then the 7-day trial, threw that on there. So also joining this community, I got help from Levi, I got help from Prince. They all helping me out as far as with my community, making it better through the community as well too. Maya, Kelsey, they helping me with I'm telling y'all, man, these terms, I don't know anything about these VSL terms, this I don't even say, I can't even say it right. Like, it's so many terms, corporate terms that I don't know about, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm plain Jane. I didn't know anything about the CSM. Like, so y'all gotta understand, man, Christian, like, they are really schooling me right now, and they play a big factor in my school community as well too.
I guess, Jesse, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you hopping in here, but what's the next goal? What's the next big goal for you? So right now we're at almost 40 for the month. What are we looking to hit in April?
Yeah. So April, definitely going for 80K in April. Definitely. I never hit 80K before in my life. I want to get to the 80K in April for sure. Yeah.
100%.
Also too, I want to roll out another high ticket offer. And I was gonna run something by you, but we'll run something by you later. But I wanted another high ticket offer. Yeah. Well, it includes everything, like the mentorship gonna have everything, like where it's credit, where it's trucking, where it's funding, all in one mentorship. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk, man. Yeah. I think 80 will be easy, and we haven't even turned on paid traffic yet. So
Yeah, we haven't.
that's gonna be a whole nother beast. But yeah, y'all give it up for Jesse real quick. I need fire emojis in the chat. What's the temperature at? We need fire emojis in the chat for Jesse. Hey, 40K in his first month working with us. He's going crazy. 80K next month. I believe he can do it as well. Jesse, any parting words? Any final words?
Nah, man. Listen to what this guy is telling. I don't know. Are they in the mentorship yet or no?
Some people are in the 100K.
Okay. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
keep listening to what he's saying, man. I follow everything. Like I say, Kelsey, Maya, they are I'm talking on my tail. Hey, you need to complete this. Hey, you need to complete this. So I love the mentorship, man. So that's what I needed. So just keep following Chris, man, and just posting that content, man. It's a content world right now. So the more you post, the more traffic you get. So yeah.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, bro, man. I'm gonna let you do your thing. And I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you hopping on.
All right, bro. All right, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told you guys we're gonna bring some heavy hitters. Those are just a couple people from our community. You got a school games winner. We got probably a